Hey, what is up, y'all? This is your boy AJ Trip, and welcome to That's a Shoot. It's a special episode. We're doing a little fantasy booking in this episode. In this one, it's Roman Reigns' return and rise back to the top. As we all know, this past October, Roman Reigns announced that he had leukemia, and there are a lot of things about his health, and whether or not he could come back, but thankfully, he is. He's back. He's in remission, and he's ready to get back to go to work. Fans are behind him because of this, and yeah, this is going to be really good. So now, how do we maintain this? How do we maintain the fans being behind him? And I kind of think we just kind of start over from scratch, right? I kind of just think we do. I kind of think that we don't thrust him immediately back into the top of the food chain. We just don't. And I actually think there are a lot of ways to go about it. One of the ways I think what I would do is that what I would do, and this is on a bigger level too. And I probably still need to do that video of how I would make changes to the WWE. But I think one of the things I think I do is I would have Roman on both shows. I'd have him on both shows. Apparently, but John Cena and Brie Bella are the ones that can go back from show to show. Apparently, but I would have Roman Reigns do it. I would have Roman Reigns, go back from show to show. Um, and I would have him, just have him do some things where I would have him fight some of the superstars, like people that he's never wrestled, like he's never wrestled Shinsuke Nakamura. I think that'd be a good, good feud for him. Andrade, I think, just get him a feud, you know, and there probably might be some other people from NXT, but I think there's also a lot of things. Just Drew McIntyre. There's a Drew McIntyre feud that's ready and willing and able. And I think that could be a really good one. And then I think there are some guys that that he can still go with from the past. There's a heel Daniel Bryan that he can wrestle. And then there's AJ Styles that he can have a fantastic match with. And then there's there's a lot of things I think that he can do. So here's how I think I would go with it. And note that I'm doing this before the Fastlane pay-per-view. So I'm going to assume that the Shield won. But there are rumors that this is going to be Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin at WrestleMania. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. But and I think one of the things we do is that we have that match go on third or fourth from top, right? I think maybe there's some other matches that you start off. Maybe a cruiserweight match started off, get the crowd in typed. Then maybe a couple other matches, and then we go to Roman versus Baron Corbin, because I'm not sure necessarily how that match can go. This Roman just coming back, and one thing I think about Roman is that Roman is not the type of performer that can carry somebody. You know, he's a good performer. He will stay up in your, if you're a from up here, he'll hang with you. But if you're down here, he'll also stay down here too. As with Jinder Mahal, as we saw with Jinder Mahal last year. So I think that that's what exactly what that's probably what it is. But I also think what you do it is, and I think Luke Owen from Wrestle Talk, he had a good idea where it's just kind of a short match where the way they build to that is just having Baron Corbin just you know keep saying that what he went through was bitter, better or worse than what Roman Reigns just went through, battling cancer, and let him keep doing that, and have Roman and have Baron Corbin just keep getting the one over on Roman. So then when it comes to the WrestleMania match, it's a really quick match where it's almost like the Finn Balor match at SummerSlam, right? Where he came out the demon and he quickly took care of Baron Corbin. And I think it's kind of just like that. Maybe have Baron Corbin get a little bit off the top, but have Roman make a comeback quickly. Boom, Superman punch, spear, 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns defeats Baron Corbin. Lets him know that he is back and he's better than ever, and then he goes off. Then I think we do some stuff with some again like some lower card guys. I think over the next few months, right? I think over the next few months again, maybe he's a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match. He doesn't win it, obviously, but he's a part of it. Maybe him and Bobby Lashley we cool something if he's on Raw again on SmackDown. Maybe it's Andrade, or maybe after the Superstar Shakeup again. Maybe it's Nakamura. Maybe they have a couple bouts, and then we get to SummerSlam. And SummerSlam at Toronto, I think that's when we go full bore and we do the big feud with Drew McIntyre. Whatever brand, Raw, SmackDown, whatever. And I think that's what we do, and I think we go Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, and we have a three match thing where we have the thing and where we have a match at SummerSlam, where we have a match at Hell in a Cell the next month, and then we go to Survivor Series. We go to Survivor Series, and I think what we do, and we're not gonna put them inside Hell in a Cell. No, we're not gonna do that. But I think what we do is that at SummerSlam, I think we get I think we get Drew McIntyre the big victory there. I think we get Drew McIntyre the big victory there. Um, and maybe what happens is maybe it's a bit because and maybe he somehow cheats to get the victory, right? Maybe somebody cheats to get the victory, so that we get the rematch at the Hell in the Cell pay per view, and then we have we have Roman, get his victory back, make a mistake, but Drew, the Scottish psychopath, isn't gonna have that, so he chases Roman, and they get down, and then at Survivor Series, maybe they have some type of other big match, maybe like a steel cage match or something like that, where Drew would get the victory, but he would get it obviously, clean as a whistle, putting Drew over as a big time, and maybe Drew can go on to, get the maybe at that point Drew could be built back up enough to where maybe he's even challenging for either who's ever the Universal Champion or the heavyweight champion. So we have that. So then we have December, which is probably maybe TLC again, right? So then he'll have a match there again, whatever it may be, right? And then here's where we do this, right? We got the Royal Rumble, and we make him a part of the Royal Rumble. We give him number 20. Give him number 20. He comes in. And hopefully at around this time, the crowd is still into him. If the crowd at some point, has started to turn back and go back to, not being a fan of Roman Reigns and booing him, and booing him, and every time his music hits, it's a bovation, a standing bovation. Um, then I think you do it differently. Then I think what happens at the Royal, if that happens. Okay, so I have two things. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Uh, so if the crowd is still behind Roman Reigns, then he goes into the Royal Rumble at number 20, and he wins it. And in Houston, and he points to the sign. He's going to WrestleMania. Now you say, who is he going to wrestle at WrestleMania? Well, I think there's a lot of things. I think after coming off the thing with Drew McIntyre, I would love to see Drew McIntyre win one of the championships and have them go ahead again. I think I would love to see it if they just kept the Universal Championship on Seth Rollins, and then have it be Seth versus Roman at WrestleMania 36 in Tampa Bay. I think that would be good. Face versus face, friend versus friend. Um, I think there are many other people too. Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, and many other people who, whether it's Universal or WWE Championship, whoever it could be, Daniel Bryan again, AJ Styles again, whoever it may be. But I would like to have that be the match at a WrestleMania. And probably, surely, in the next few months, especially after WrestleMania, we'll start hearing what Vince wants for WrestleMania 36 as the main event. We'll start hearing the rumors about the rumored main event for WrestleMania 36, and we'll start hearing about that. So, but yeah, so that's what you do if the fans are still behind them. If the fans are not, if they're starting to get tired of them again for some reason, and that would be, I think that truly would be WWE's fault. No, not WWE. Actually, not WWE. I think that would be Roman's fault, because I think Roman needs to take more control of his character. I really do, and you can already see a bit of a change, right? He's again. This is from Luke Owen from Wrestle Talk. He said this he said this during the night after the night that he announced his cancer. He said that Roman always would come out in a version of his wrestling gear, if not his entire wrestling gear. But when that night, when he relinquished, he came out in jeans and a different shirt and a chain and and everything like that. And it was a different Roman, and it's been a different Roman in the past 2 weeks. He's come out on Raw in gym shoes and sweatpants, and he got his T-shirt. But yeah, so hopefully he keeps that up. Hopefully he keeps that up. But yeah, but I'm saying because I think Roman should embrace a change in his character in one way or the other. He should bring more of Joe Anoa'i to Roman Reigns. He really should. I think that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why a lot of fans really like him. And after watching that Chronicle thing, I think a lot of people they really do like the guy Joe Anoa'i, and they hope the character Roman Reigns can be that guy, and be better than that guy. So, however, if it doesn't happen and he's starting to boo, then maybe what I do is I change it, and I have Seth Rollins still be the champion going against Roman Reigns for the title at the Royal Rumble. Now Seth will win, but Roman will turn heel. He'll finally turn heel, and then that sets up, maybe Roman versus heel Roman versus a face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and then you can do all of that. But and then but what this leads to WrestleMania 36, Roman Reigns getting back on top. This year, the rest of 2019, I don't think Roman Reigns should not have a heavyweight championship match. Not for the Universal title, not for the WWE title. Now, if you want to have him wrestle for the Intercontinental Championship on Raw, have him wrestle for the United States Championship on SmackDown, I'm totally fine with that. If you want to give him the title, I'm totally fine with that too. But but I think the main thing here is that you want to do. I think you want to do two things. I think one, what you don't want to do is you don't want to start putting him in matches after title matches, like they did a couple years ago at Survivor Series, right? Because if you remember, the match between AJ Styles and John Cena went on before the match between Rusev and Roman Reigns, even though that really wasn't even a match. And then the main event was Orton and Lesnar, and that probably needs to stop. And the same thing happened with Payback, right? Where the main event was not AJ Styles versus Nakamura. It was Joe and Roman. So I think that should stop. You know, he can go on in the middle and it's still not, and it's okay. And I think maybe that's what maybe some fans might actually want to see to keep him, to keep him, because I think if he just completely just jumps back into the main event picture, you know, and getting and being in main events and being in title shots, I think that at least of pay-per-views, he could be in main events of Raw or in SmackDown. I don't think the fans would get too upset about that. Um, but I think that he should, as long as, but I think is, and not disrespect to Roman. I think right now Roman might just be he's just happy to be back and happy to be doing what he loves to do and being back with his boys and his girls and everything, and being in front of the universe. So yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So I truly hope that that's the way it goes down, and I truly hope that um the fans still get behind him. I truly hope that Roman takes more control of his character, and and I do hope that, because I do think Roman Reigns is the guy. I do think Roman Reigns is the guy. Or at least I think he can be one of the guys. I think Drew McIntyre can be the guy as well. Um, I think that Seth Rollins, he can be part of the guy, and I definitely think Velveteen Dream at some point is going to be part of that as well. Um, but I think if you're a Roman Reigns fan, if you were a Roman Reigns fan back, before the announcement, and I think like I was, I think this is something that you really hope that they really do, because I don't want to see this man go through that stuff again. I don't want to see him get booed out of buildings and get when he's not when he's not a heel. I don't want to see that, and get booed for what reason? For what reason? Just because you know he was the chosen one over the guy that you wanted. And guess what? The guy that you wanted right now, you're booing. The guy, Daniel Bryan, the guy that you wanted right now, is the guy that you are now booing. So, I mean, and you may want another guy now. You may think it's Kofi, and big time that everybody's getting behind Kofi, and maybe maybe it is, maybe Drew McIntyre you want, or somebody else, Finn Balor. You may want somebody else, but I kind of hope that they do this right, and they can do this right. They can do this right, and it's all about how he's been booked too. It's all about how he's been booked too. You know, he probably should not be, you know, talking about suffering second damage and all that good other good stuff. You know, he should be who he is. He should talk like the way he talks in real life. You know, because I think because he He's 33, going on 34, right? So he's a couple years younger than me. So we're around the same time. You know, he grew up in a time where, the other week, like he talked. I think he said something was dope or something, right? I think and he used that phrase. That's not really a phrase but that's what you would say back in the day. That was dope. He's not. He doesn't need to be trying to use the word ratchet or anything or any of the in the new terms, anything like that. Saying something's lit. He doesn't need to be doing that. He need to be talking how he's talked. So, all right, y'all. I'm really happy to have him back. I really, really, truly hope that he continues this and his momentum continues on, and I think the fans still continue to get behind him and still cheer him. And I hope that we do get a wonderful sight at WrestleMania 36 of Roman Reigns holding up one of the championships, whatever it may be, or maybe both. Maybe that maybe both. Maybe being the unification of the titles. That would be maybe even a better thing. Stop having two championships, especially one that never gets put on television. But yeah, I really hope that this is something that WWE and Roman Reigns they get correct. So, but I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about my idea. Do you have any ideas about what you would like to see WWE do with Roman Reigns? Or anything pertaining to how to keep the fans behind Roman Reigns? Or do you even think that that's going to happen? Because sure, right now it's going to happen, but at some point the fans are just going to be who they are, and they're going to go back to booing Roman Reigns, even though Roman Reigns might be the curtain jerker. It might be wrestling in the opening match. Because, same thing happened, not of course, John Cena is a totally different thing, right? But still, they still boo John Cena 16 years later. So, whatever. So, let me know down in the comments section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJ Tripp, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.